Center filled to capacity. Game 4 of this Eastern Conference Finals is up for grabs. The series will either go to a tie, 2-2, or a lopsided 3-1 lead. 2K Sports brings you the NBA playoffs. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Taking a look at Washington. They've been dynamite here in the playoffs, having lost just one game so far.
Yeah, and the goal is to win tonight. Make it a best-of-3 series. They already know they're going to have to get one on the road, which is going to be tough enough. But if they can get this one, then they've got a shot.
Yeah, they really do. And the task at hand is where their focus has to be. They can't be thinking about down the road, on the road. They got to take care of business right here. Because anything less than 100% focus and intensity, and they'll be done.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Davis. J.J. Redick is up there with Holiday. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
It's better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Kobe misses.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there. The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And he gets it to go.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Durant kicks to Davis. And they double up Davis. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Holiday, the pass to Whiteside.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Bledsoe against Holiday. Here's Kobe. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Kobe's got his second bucket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And the dunk by Kobe.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
And the Wizards with possession after the basket by Atlanta. Durant dishes to Davis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Dang, a screen on Holiday. Feeds it to McDermott. And Davis pulls it down. The Hawks leading. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. It's stolen by Bryant. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Hawks making a change here. Osgood's checked in. Davis. Power down with both hands.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Danny Granger, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Korver comes in for Kevin Durant. Kevin Martin is checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Drew Holiday. Korver kicks to Martin. Back to Korver for three. Good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up. And I tell you what, nobody willing to put a stop to that slam.
Yeah, Greg, for the defense, that was a case of stand back, watch the show, buckle up.
And I don't blame them. They weren't going to be able to do anything about that one anyway, so discretion, the better part of valor there.
Wizards trailed by 5. And Bryant the bucket on the assist by Dang. 10 points for Kobe Bryant.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Korver, good.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Carl Landry's checked in for Lopez. Bellinelli comes in for McDermott. Jason Terry is checked in for Kobe. And Sessions subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Dang with the screen for Sessions. He dishes it to Dang.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
And he gets it to go. Martin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Now, here is Landry. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Granger is screen on Sessions. Good work defensively by Terry. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hawks lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. And we welcome you back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Sessions out there with Terry. Then there's Bellinelli. Then it's Dang. And it's Landry in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Those are starting to add up. Their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Was shot by Redick, no good.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that 3-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Now here's Sessions. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Durant, here we go. And that one's good. 10 points for Anthony Davis.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And Sessions kicks to Landry. There's the dish to Dang. Looking for Sessions. He gets it there. Shot by Terry, no good.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Bellinelli passes to Sessions. The kick out to Dang. Sinks the triple. Tens got 5 points so far.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Holiday dishes to Davis. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And Whiteside sends it back. And Davis throws it down.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Washington calls timeout. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Korver's checked in. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Durant against Kobe. Fareed goes in. And Whiteside sends it back. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Whiteside. Granger comes in for Davis. Kevin Martin is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Drew Holiday. To the paint. Now here's Mozgov.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Wizards shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he's good on the second. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Dellavedova kicks to Martin. They get it back. Takes the 3. Outside for Korver. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Granger left side. Martin kicks to Mozgov. The feed to Dellavedova. Back to Mozgov. Martin wide open. He fires. Good on the three-point shot. Martin's got 6.
You know, one aspect of their... Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Here's Martin after the basket by Washington. And that one's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Granger. On the wing, Korver. It's Mozgov, high post. The three ball. Korver missing again.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
The Hawks leading by 12. Mozgov kicks to Korver. Korver missing again. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bryant's got 15 points.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
And it goes at the buzzer! And we've reached halftime in this one. The Hawks on top. They lead by 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again.
Well, how about Kobe in this one? He's got 17 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Guys, we saw some amazing dunks from him. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in these last 2 quarters. But I'd love to see him try.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. We've got Durant. Davis is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Holiday. And it's Redick in the shooting guard position.
At the line for your Wizards.
The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. He hits the second from the line. The Hawks leading by 6. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying. Whoa!
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Here's McDermott. And Durant sends it back. Inside. The shot by Redick, no good.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Kobe, no good.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Dang against Holiday. The shot is off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Davis. And he slams it one-handed.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Nice shot by McDermott. The Hawks leading by 6. Outside Holiday. To the middle. Here's Davis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Davis playing very well. 16 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
And the Hawks making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Whiteside. Granger comes in for Kevin Durant. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Drew Holiday.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Bledsoe passes today. Off target from outside.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Korver kicks to Dellavedova. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dellavedova's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Korver against Kobe. Here's Lopez. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Stolen by Bledsoe. The finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Dellavedova. Mozgov a screen on Sessions. Dellavedova dishes to Mozgov. Kicks it to Granger. Landry grabs the miss.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Out to the wing. Here's Bellinelli. Granger with the rebound. Granger's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Korver in the corner. Atlanta gets it back. Outside for Martin. Passes to Dellavedova. Over Sessions. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. Wizards trailed by 7. He feeds it to Terry. It's stolen by Martin. Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Sessions. .107 left to play in the third. Clock at 6. Dellavedova, the pass to Granger. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Granger's got his second bucket.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Pass to Landry. Stolen by Granger. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Washington trailing. Landry with a screen for Sessions. And Bellinelli kicks to Landry. Here's Terry. Count the bucket.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Korver gets a wide-open look. Misses the jumper.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Kicks it out to Terry. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Now just a 4-point Hawks lead. And Atlanta has possession. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. 3-pointer, Martin. And the shot is good. Martin's got 11.
It looks like he took that last 3.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Hawks lead by 7. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Wizards. Bellinelli is out there with Carl Landry. And there's Terry. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's Sessions in at the point guard. Durant drawing the double team. Stolen by Terry. All going up court. And Faried throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. No good on the triple. This is Durant. The 3. Atlanta again missing.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Faried dishes to Bellinelli. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks leading by 5. Pass to Redick. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Wizards. Landry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. His message, don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
Thank you, Doris. And Washington going with a whole new group here. Bledsoe. Counted, and the Atlanta Wizards cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Kobe. Kobe's got 21.
Good job there by Luol Deng setting that screen.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. Inside. Stolen by Bledsoe. And now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. It's stolen by Dang. To take the lead. No one near him. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Wizards lead by 1. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Hawks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. One of this is just the one make.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
McDermott kicks to Bledsoe. Taken away by Holiday. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break.
That couldn't have gone better for him. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish it off in style, and I like that type of aggressiveness.
And I got to say it, Clark, I didn't expect them to play it that way. I mean, a great steal, and then to put the pedal to the metal.
Boy, he hung in the air, double pump and then threw it down.
Well, the D just stepped aside. Let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make, and voila, there it is.
There it was.
And what a beautiful move it was. And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the board. They've got to keep it up.
Double team on Holiday. And it's Whiteside off the drive. It's stolen by Dang. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Bledsoe outside. Dang kicks to Bledsoe. Another shot. Lopez. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
And Davis, here we go. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined. As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Whiteside. Count it.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Here's Davis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is. Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Holiday dishes to Davis. Outside for Martin. Takes the three. Bullseye!
Nice play. They're in control. Just play solid, good defense. No quick buckets and no easy three.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Martin. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead.